This woman is the most evil and demonic slave owner that ever lived. And if you're an African, pay attention because this is an important part of your history. This is Delphine Lalaurie, and she was born in New Orleans to a wealthy family. On her 17th birthday, she got married to a businessman called Jean-Paul Blanc. And as a marriage gift, the couple received a plantation of 26 slaves. And because her mother just recently passed, she received the plantation with an additional 52 slaves. And later on, her husband died, and this is when it all began. Delphine built herself a large mansion, and underneath she had a slave quarters, which was more or less a torture chamber. Delphine would literally torture and mutilate her slaves beyond human recognition. In fact, things got so bad that a slave jumped from a 3rd-story window whilst being chased, because they preferred death over torture, and that window was later cemented shut. There was a report of a 12-year-old slave girl called Leah, and Leah was brushing Delphine's hair one day when she pulled a little bit too hard. Delphine beat her so badly that Leah climbed up to the top of the roof and jumped to her death. Things reached its peak when a 70-year-old slave woman set a fire to the mansion. When police rushed in to contain the fire, they found that this 70-year-old woman was chained to the stove, and Delphine was rushing about trying to save her goods. The 70-year-old woman directed them to the attic, and when they got to the attic, they saw 7 slaves tied up, each bound with spiked iron collars, and they were mutilated with deformed limbs. Some had their intestines pulled out by their abdomens. Subscribe to my newsletter for more content like this.